Conservapedia, the conservative version of Wikipedia, as you would expect, doesn't think much of mainstream science. I happened across their article on E equals mc squared, and apparently this equation is nothing but leftist propaganda. The article says E equals mc squared asserts that the energy, E, in an unmoving particle is equal to the square of the speed of light, c squared, times the mass, m, of that particle. It is a statement that purports to relate all matter to energy. In fact, no theory has successfully unified the laws governing mass, that is gravity, with the laws governing light, that is electromagnetism. Well, E equals mc squared doesn't claim to unify gravity with electromagnetism. Saying that mass is a form of energy is not the same as saying that we know how the force of gravity fits in with the other forces. Also, whoever wrote this article seems to think that gravity applies only to matter and not energy, specifically light waves. This is obvious nonsense because the reason black holes are black is because light can't escape their gravitational fields. The author also seems to think that the laws of electromagnetism only apply to energy like light rather than to particles with mass, which is also nonsense. Particles with mass respond to electromagnetic fields, and particles without mass, like photons, which make up light, respond to gravitational fields. It's not like gravity only has to do with matter and electromagnetism only has to do with energy. And numerous attempts to derive E equals mc squared from first principles have failed. I don't know if that's true or not, but so what? If it accurately, consistently, and most parsimoniously describes and predicts observation, it's a good equation, even if it can't be derived from first principles. Political pressure, however, has since made it impossible for anyone pursuing an academic career in science to even question the validity of this nonsensical equation. Simply put, E equals mc squared is liberal claptrap. What do these folks think would motivate political pressure in favor of touting mass energy equivalence? What would be the political benefit of doing that? The formula asserts that the mass of an object at constant energy magically varies precisely in inverse proportion to the square of a change in the speed of light over time, which violates conservation of mass and disagrees with common sense. The equation is not saying that mass magically varies. It doesn't violate the law of conservation of mass because it in no way implies that the total mass in the universe changes. It is saying that two things which differ in mass will proportionally differ in energy. That is not a claim that the mass or energy of any particular thing changes for no reason. Physicists have never been able to unify light with matter despite more than $1 billion worth of attempts, and it is likely impossible to ever do so. Biblical scientific foreknowledge predicts that there is no unified theory of light and matter because they were created at different times in different ways as described in the book of Genesis. Oh, okay, so the reason there's political pressure to recognize mass energy equivalence is because the Illuminati or some atheist conspiracy or whatever wants to suppress biblical authority. Everything makes sense now.